Hello, humans. So, it is the next day. I'm very glad that I took my advice yesterday, stopped working because I very much needed to take a rest, and so I slept. I made a good meal, hung out with my partner. So I'm hoping to go slow today, but also I kind of need to get this workspace in its typical operating order. In just over 2 weeks, I have a art fair, like an art and craft fair up in Northeast Ohio that I'm selling goods at, and there's some new things that I need to make so that my inventory is a little bit more flushed out. So the plan today is to get the trim up around all of the panels in the ceiling. What I'll do is I'll probably start with the gables up here. Once the gable here is trimmed out, I will work on the ceiling. Then I will probably spend some time painting. Plan on painting where the gables are, that same color that I painted the door and the trim around the window, that kind of light green color. Okay, enough chatting because I have nothing important to say. Alrighty, so it's the next day. Yesterday, I thought I was going to do a little bit more, but I ran out of storage on my phone. When I went inside to put it on my computer was out of storage, so I need to go to somewhere to get an external hard drive because the video management has been a lot. But anyway, I took it as a sign to just stop. It was also like 6:30 and it was Sunday and I wanted to have some time to rest. I need to clean up this side a little bit, start doing some organizing. So I think it will be kind of satisfying. I've been really looking forward to getting things kind of how I want them. I've not yet done that with this space, being kind of at this nice, neutral, typical point. It's a studio space, it's a shop. Its natural state is chaos, but it is nice to have some kind of like, when I start a project, I like to have it at some certain state. Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay, fellow humans, I just got back from the hardware store. I got more furring strips. I also went to Easton Town Center, remember, to consume. But I went to Easton because there's a Lowe's near there. And then also there is a Best Buy. And I had to get a solid state hard drive because this is one of the most video intensive projects that I've done, mostly just because I'm at home and I don't feel weird filming literally as much of it as I can. So I went and got a 2 terabyte hard drive, dumped everything on there, made sure that I can open it up in Final Cut Pro, which is how I edit all of my videos. So we did that, and now we're back at it. While this is not my main revenue source of YouTubing, it does help me get jobs. So I do like documenting things and showing people the work that I do. And my general vibe, especially because a lot of contracted work is built on trust, and I want people to know that I'm an actual human. I'm going to finish the rest of this. Goodbye. Y'all, thank the fucking heavens that that job is done. The insulation with the panels over it and the trim has been one of my least favorite things I have ever done on my house. The payoff this winter will be huge. I know it will make the space so much more comfortable. And today it has been full sun. It feels just like I'm in the shade rather than I'm in a box full of heat. So that is good, but wowza, I am so stoked on being done. Thank goodness. And now I get to do something a little bit more enjoyable. I don't mind painting, so I'm going to do some painting. Above me here, I need to prime it and then paint it green. It will be chill vibes. I'm going to listen to a D&D podcast. I listen to Worlds Beyond Number, so I'm going to listen to that and paint. I feel like every day I say, I'm going to finish today. But that's just the nature of things, and I've actually been trying to do a little bit better about not putting so much pressure on reaching a certain point and just honoring kind of consistency and showing up. And it's just kind of a quiet, cozy evening, and doing some painting and listening to a podcast for about an hour doesn't bother me. But I think between today and tomorrow, kind of everything is going to come together. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to put another coat of white paint on the garage door. And then after I do that, I'm going to work on painting the gables on either end of this garage. And I love this diffused light in here. It's so much more even. It's not as harsh. These are really bright. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, so it's the next day again. It's crazy how that happens, is that one day it's one day, and then the next day it's the next, and that just keeps happening. But I'm in a really good spot. I got a good amount of painting done last night between this gable here and the garage door. This gable above me needs the same green paint that I put on the other side. Anything else before winter really gets rocking and rolling? This window, I'm going to keep this setup pretty much the same, except the part of the window over there, that needs a new one because it's broken out. And just like the other one, there's just a piece of plexiglass caulked into place to keep the rain out. And then I'm going to make this exit for the chimney look just like a little bit nicer. I'll probably buy a piece of insulated pipe where it exits the window there. That way I can trim it out a little bit more nicely. I can take up less window room. But I need to do some research about kind of like what the standards are surrounding that. But enough chatting, I'm going to get painting because I really want to pick up this space because it's going to feel really good. Okay, here we go. So I'm at a really good point right now. It feels like such a massive achievement to even be here. It took me about 2 weeks of work to get where I am now, which I think is pretty impressive on top of everything else I need to do. It's a relief to be able to have this space ready for when it gets colder. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to actually using it as a shop. My little business is a little less than a year old. In November, it will be a year. And while my friend Sam was helping me put up the panels to hold the insulation in, he was saying, like, what a kind of achievement it is to be able to do this. That this is an indication that the thing that I'm trying to do is slowly working out, that the fact I was able to do this with money that I made from my business, and that I was putting the effort in to upgrade this, is an investment in what I want to do and what I want to achieve. Yeah, when I was reflecting about what Sam said to me and kind of the biggest differences I feel having this job is just having a larger sense of autonomy over my time. Some of it is stressful. It's still a job. I can't romanticize that, but I, through this, have been able to kind of determine my own schedule, what I say yes and no to, who I work with, making sure that people treat me the way I want to be treated, that I am taking care of myself along the way and giving myself the time to take care of myself when I need it. Losing my mom in January has been there's someone coming. I don't want them to see me talk to YouTube. Okay, they're gone. Losing my mom in January really showed me how much of a right choice switching things up in my life was, and starting this business and seeking for some different relationship with how I spend my time. The biggest thing is just being able to take the time when I need it. I did not work for a while after my mom passed, and even when I did go back to work, I was able to do so at my own pace. There are privileges that I have. My partner is employed full-time and I get healthcare through her. We're in a position now where we can kind of work together to take risks, like me quitting a job and trying something different. And so far, so good, but things are still fragile. And if something happened to her job, we would really have to have a conversation about what we would need to do in order to pay for the things that we need or pay our mortgage. I know this isn't the fanciest shop, but when I was younger, I always wanted to have a space like this. And it feels really nice to have it. It's again very humble. I think I spent close to $1,000 on this upgrade, most of which being the insulation. The insulation was about $400, and then all the wood panels was another couple hundred. The paint was a little bit expensive just because I had to get masonry paint that really absorbed in. So those were my big costs, were insulation, paint, and the wood panels. Other than that, I didn't do too much else. The window was an expense as well, but doing it all yourself, you save a little bit of money. So that $1,000 is purely material cost. But I did have to take time, and I've been going a couple weeks without doing a ton of jobs, so I need to now jump into things. It's almost the holiday season. I'm actually hoping to do much more commissions out of this space, work from home a little bit more, maybe make some woodcraft for holiday gifts and stuff like that. Yeah, but it feels like a nice achievement. And I feel grateful that I have had lots of people along the way to help me, and not only physically people helping me with the space, but my friends and family and people that are a part of my community have been super supportive because they know what has been going on in my life and can see the payoff of having more autonomy over my time. Okay. Did I want to say anything else? Pretty tired. Gonna go to yoga. Okay. Here I go. See you next time.